lives one day at a time. Kimmy Kim and Elations Radio. They're here to get your day going fine. Kimmy Kim and Elations Radio. Kimmy Kim and Elations Radio. Kimmy Kim and Elations Radio.
And here's your host, Miss Kim Robinson.
Well, hello, everybody. Charles McCutchen here. I'm your favorite entrepreneur. Good to come back. Good to come back after a little bit of a long weekend for some and maybe not for others. This is Charles's Corner, and today my goal is to enlighten you. Basically, give you some information so you can go do your own due diligence. I'm big on performing your own due diligence, family. No matter where you get the information, who you get it from, you still have to perform your own due diligence. You still have to put the work in. And we are setting up, and I know this is big football time right now. Everybody's excited. Everybody's teams is out there playing. Let me give you what my mentor gave me. Because I used to be the one that, you know, I couldn't miss a game. I had to watch, like, even March Madness for basketball and the NBA, and I'm watching all the different sports because I'm a sports fanatic. I love playing the game, basketball, football, baseball, you name it. I'm a competitor. I'm going to compete. My mentor told me we sit there and watch hours and hours upon hours of TV, and if you look at the studies have shown that by the time we reach the age of 65, we will have watched 9 years of TV. And so I see some people like really get mad that their team's lost, like they put money on it or like they actually about to get a paycheck. And so what my mentors told me is, you know, we can hoot and holler for these folks, but these folks that we're watching right now, they're making millions. They're making millions. And we're hooting and hollering like we're about to, you know, get paid or something. It doesn't work that way. And it's all for entertainment, and I get it. Everybody loves to be entertained. But the one thing I will say is look at where you are in life. And if you don't like where you are and you can sit there and watch hours and hours and hours on TV of people who are making millions and you're not, I say take some of that time that you sit and watch TV and cut some of that time down so you can put into your craft, whatever that may be. I don't know what that is for you. Hopefully it's something that's going to get you from point A to point Z, and hopefully it's something that you can leave behind as a legacy to your family. I only say that because I was there. I looked at the time that I spent, and I saw that I was spending, like, on a Wednesday, I would almost have 6 hours, but this was during March Madness. On a Wednesday, I would have about 6 hours of TV in. And so I tell you that from a position of strength that once you go away from the TV, it's not as important as it is anymore. And so I'm more of closing deals. You know, that's not to say I don't watch TV every now and again. I do that. I get down and I do what I do on my end. But I want people to understand that you can do it too. So what I want to do today, I'm trying to get to an area where it was more quiet. So what I'm going to do, I just want to talk about the fourth quarter because, like I said, sports is on. Everybody watching football, you know, their teams are playing and things like that. This is the fourth quarter that's coming up, and I say the fourth quarter because I take time in quarters or months in quarters, you know, January through February, March, and you look at October, November, December. That is the fourth quarter, October, November, December, and we're right at the cusp of it right now, September 9th, and it's go time. And what I see across the country, I don't care what industry I look in, a lot of people are taking their foot off the gas because they got, you know, some people get a little bit of money to come in. Your business may have been going smooth back in like March, April, May, made a little bit of money. People start taking their foot off the gas. And when I say that, what I mean by that is people start relaxing more, stop doing the things that got them that money, and then it's almost going to be to a point to where a lot of people are going to be starting back over in December. We do that. Into November, December, a lot of people start back over. So when 2020 hit, what's going to happen is you look at that boulder, that big old boulder that people have to push. So what you're doing right now when you're stopping and you're paying more attention to the football games and being entertained, you have to push that boulder uphill starting off on your 2020. That's what's going to happen to a lot of people. So what you're supposed to do is continue to plant the seeds, even though you may not see it. You may not see everything that's happening, family. I'm going to tell you straight up, it's going to get to a point to where you're going to be like, well, it may not work out. And every one of us thinks, we have those thoughts that, man, am I really supposed to be doing this? Because we don't see everything that's supposed to happen or everything that should happen. It's not happening fast enough for us. We put all this work in, and then we're not really seeing much. And then you have family, friends, and everything, and they may bring it up, be like, hey, are you still doing that thing? And he's like, yeah, I'm still doing it. And this is what I tell everybody as well. Don't let somebody minimize your business. I don't care what you do, and you don't minimize your business. And I work to correct people when they say, yeah, I got a little business. I say, no, don't say that about your business. Don't minimize your business to little, and don't allow anybody else to do. Hey, you still doing that little business? Be like, what do you mean, my photography business or my real estate business or my? Don't minimize what you do. It's bigger than you, and just because you just started or you haven't really gotten a big contract or anything like that, it doesn't matter because all you need is one. All you need is one person to say yes. One person to believe in you, but it starts with you first. It's got to start with you, and it has to start with you, and it has to be inside you to say, okay, I'm doing this no matter what. And when you get that no matter what attitude, nobody can stop you, family. Nobody can stop you. So I'm going to share something with the people out here, and a lot of y'all don't know, and I'm a put this as not as a disclaimer, but I'm just going to put this out here so people can really understand. So I put out a little bit of stuff on social media, and I get a little bit of pushback on some of the things that I put out. And I do it for a reason. A lot of people will try to sum your life up by what you show. And for me, and I have to tell people, you're only going to see what I allow you to see. Everything I do is scripted. Everything I do for a reason. And I do it because I want and I need other people to believe more in themselves. And so when I see a lot of people out there, a lot of the experts out there putting their information out, it's hand claps for me because you're allowing somebody else to look at that and say, man, I can do that too. And that's my biggest thing. And so I was big on really just keep on moving. And I'll tell you the story of how it came about. But I just keep moving. I don't really just focus in on this one little thing and then allow people to say, well, I thought you were doing this or that or this or that. And I get that from certain people. And then I get other people. I had one lady, she was talking to me. She said, Charles, I thought I would, and this was probably last year. She said, Charles, I would have thought you'd been a millionaire by now. And I guess you wanted me to respond. And so for me not responding, I don't know what she took that as, but it's not about having $1 million, family. And I'll be the first one to say that. I used to be that way. I used to be like, ooh, I'm about to, everybody want to get $1 million. And I'll tell it to you like I tell anybody I go through and talk to. It's not about the money to a certain extent. Once you start making like real money or being around people with real money, $1 million is not the goal. It's more when you really start to get closer to $1 million, it's more going to be like, how many people can I help? And that's once you get to that point to where you can say, I want to help people, and you're looking at helping by making your money. And if you're good at what you do, you're going to make your money. Your money's going to be made. No big deal. But how many people can you help along the journey that you're on? So I had a lady say, I thought you would have hit $1 million by now. I had a guy say, Charles, did you hit $1 million yet? And I'm just like, why are they worried about where I am financially unless they, willing to put up something and put something away for my legacy? You feel me? So people, they try to pull you into that. I never go there. That's not, unless they put something on what I'm doing, then, we can have a conversation about it. That's just how I feel. And I think a lot of people may feel if you put out, I'm a millionaire, then you're bragging or maybe something to that effect, because it's so much bigger, like I said, than having $1 million. But I will say, the closer you get to it, the more the money is not going to matter. I'm just going to be telling y'all what I know. The closer you get to it, the more the money is not going to matter. And I say that, and at first I wasn't going to be putting a lot of information out there about, what I do and what I have and stuff like that. People been trying to look at what have you. And I thought to myself, when I started out, we actually started from the projects. So I'm talking about the powdered eggs, the powdered milk. We had government cheese. We had assistance and things like that. So that's where I started. And I used to tell my mom that. And I put it out there. And she was like, well, she used to get mad at me for saying that. And I would be like, well, is it the truth? She's like, yeah, but we didn't stay there long. I said, I didn't say we stayed there long. I said, that's where I started. I remember it. It wasn't like I was like 1 or 2 years old. I was, probably 6, 7. So I can remember the government cheese. I remember the stuff, the powdered eggs. That's just what it was. And then, we move on and get better as you get older. But by no means did I, have a silver spoon. No. There was no silver spoon. There was no financial help from my mom or helping me to understand finances. None of that is out there. Please don't get it. There was none of that. There wasn't even really a push for college. It was just like, well, what you going to do? So I kind of just figured it out myself and said, okay, well, got to do something. And my goal that I did, along my journey is I would find people that were in the position that I wanted to be in, and I would actually see if I can work with them in some capacity. And I would latch on to different people who I felt were doing bigger things than I was. So that's how I did, and there's no excuse for anybody for the way I look at it. There's really no excuse. I mean, you can make excuses, but, if you want something bad enough, you're going to find a way to get it. That's just what I believe. I don't care what it is you want. If you want it bad enough, you're going to find a way to get it. And it's going to be yours. And you can say, well, I had to go through this, or this. But I bring up the money part because at some point I'm going to go on the big screen or the big stage, and I'm going to let people know really my story. And my bigger goal for letting people know my story is to be able to say, I started from the project and I'm a multimillionaire. And and I want to say that to people who look like me, who may be in the same financial position that I was in. We lived in poverty. You live in poverty. But the goal is to actually get out of poverty. But I'm going to do it for those people. And I wasn't at first, but I think that'll be almost selfish of me not to put that out there and allow people, like I say, that look like me to say, we can do this. No excuses. It can be done. It's more of, do you want to get it done? And, where do you want to go with it? So that's where I'm going to take this whole thing. And I said all of that. I said all of that to bring up what I'm about to bring up. And this is just some things that I go through on, I don't know if I can say on a daily, but these are just things that I go through right now in my world of real estate and everything that I work on. So some of the things that I'm working on, I'm going to be transparent and give y'all a snapshot of some of the stuff that I have right now. So I think it was last Friday, maybe. What was it? No, Friday before last. I actually was able to close on a $2.1 billion deal. Take a breath on that one. I'm going to say that one more time. About 2 Fridays ago, I was able to close on a $2.1 billion with a B. B as in boy. B as in Bravo. B as in bang, gang. No, but but I was able to close on a $2.1 billion. More transparency. No, I don't pick up $2.1 billion. What I do get is a percentage of it. So what I do get is a percentage, and I have to split that with some folks, and, I'm okay with that. But, everybody break down money, and I'm a money guy. I like to break down numbers myself. I get anywhere from 1% to 5%, and that's anywhere from $21 million to $105 million that I have to split with some folks. And it really doesn't matter to me. I don't really care how it looks. I mean, I know it's not, I don't have to split with 10 folks. It's going to be a handful of folks who are going to split, from $21 million to $105 million. But all that's going to do is allow me to take some of the funding and pour it into these systems that can help the community out. And some of y'all are going to see this as I go along, because I'm definitely going to discuss it. But you don't get your money, just from a real estate side of things. When you're doing deals like this, you don't get the money all up front because anytime you're building out something, you don't need $2.1 billion to build out anything up front. You'll get money in drafts. You may need $100 million to start, then another $300 million. So it builds on. So that's called draft. So how the money really works is, let's say you get a $400 million draft. Out of that $400 million, you still get from 1% to 5%, and then the next time you may get $300 million, and then you get a percentage of that one. And every time they get a draft to do all the build out, I'm gonna get a paycheck. But with my paycheck, the people that I work with, because I mentor some people, they're getting a paycheck as well. So that's what I do in my book of business. People that work with me, and especially in the real estate world, I do group economics. So my thing is, I told my team, I said, man, y'all should be happy as well because y'all about to get paid. When I get paid, y'all get paid. And I like them to get a percentage of my deals because I present my deals to them so they can see on a bigger scale. Now, this is, truthfully on a bigger scale, but they have their own deals that they're working on. But I help them to understand how to do multifamily property, how to work the residential property. We still doing residential. Please don't get it twisted. I'm not stopping just because I did, a big deal, what have you. But, and I put that out there, and then I still get people to say, Charles, I wouldn't put that out there because you don't know about this, this, and this. And I'm just like, let me explain something to everybody. I didn't just start this last night. This is what I do. I breathe this stuff. So if I put it out there, it's a done deal. So it's not like proprietary, like I can't talk about all the details behind it. As y'all see, I didn't tell y'all too much about what it is, but it's coming around the corner. And when it comes, it's gonna shake up the U.S. Please believe that with what's about to be built. But some people would say, I had one guy. He came at me. He started telling people that I'm having people buy into gold, and I was like, what? I said, that has nothing to do with this $2.1 billion. I said, man, you're doing too much. Everybody is guessing at, what it is I do. And I'm just like, it's not that serious. One guy was like, nope, I need to see the documentation on that one. I don't know this guy from anywhere. I said, my man, let me explain something to you. I said, you don't need to see that. I said, you need to keep living life, keep enjoying and doing what you do on your end, because no amount of money that I make will ever go into your bank account. So nothing that I do, it doesn't matter what I do. And, I mean, I don't know you, so, I wish you well in all your endeavors. That's all I gave them. Because people think we have to validate ourselves to them who they play no role in your life, or they're what some people call it a non-factor. So the one thing I don't like, though, I don't like to be discredited. That's just not good when you try to discredit somebody and you don't know them. And I've had people come at me like that. And what I do is, I actually I come off the top ropes because I work too hard for what I do and from where I came from for somebody to try to discredit me. So then I educate people and I provide, a little bit of snippet here and there. So I say, y'all really need to understand, I don't come here for games. That's not what I come here for. I come to educate the people. Another thing that I working on is a casino. It's not my casino. I have a guy in Germany. He's a buyer, and he wants to buy a casino in Vegas. And already they're working the numbers on that right now. So what I did, I posted it into a group, 60,000 people in this group. And I was like, hey, do y'all know anybody who wants to run a casino or who has ran one? Because I want to see somebody, I want to put somebody on in a position to win, especially somebody that looks like me. I'm just being honest. And I had one guy who was like, nobody know anybody like that. You coming in here with all this fake stuff. And I was like, excuse me? But then I had people that know me, they came and said, no, this is what he does, But it's like, it's sad to a certain extent because it's people that look like me who don't think enough of themselves to know that we can do things like this. We can get into billion-dollar deals. We can get into multi-million-dollar deals. We can do this stuff. So it's sad when somebody looks at the whole race of people and just denounces the whole race like we can't do this stuff. I'm like, why are you kidding me? This is what we have access to it. It's more of connecting with the right people. But if you have a negative mindset, it won't happen for you. It's going to happen for everybody else. It's not going to happen for you. So that's another thing going on. Casino out there. Got access to a Sheraton. Still working that one. That's going to be a doozy. I have access to another thing. I got to be, can't be specific on a lot of stuff. I got access to another thing right now. It's going to be out in Vegas. And this is a $5.1 billion project with a B. So my goal is all these different projects, I work to get them funded. So I have these funders that have that long money that I connect to the people who actually have these projects, and then I get a percentage. So I do that along with doing, my other stuff. So that's just something that's out there. I got some other projects. It's like $10 billion over here, $20 million over there. Another one that's over $200 million. So I have a lot of different projects out there that I'm working with people, or as far as me being on the project and me being outside of the project, being like a broker to where I can get paid because I connected the right people to the deal. So that's what I've been doing. I always have done that, though. It's no secret, but this was my biggest deal thus far, being $2.1 billion. The other one, I got one that's over $3 billion that's on the table as well. And I got another one that's $5.1 billion that's on the table as well. So this is, I want it to be like popcorn. Just keep it moving, keep it moving. My goal is to, continue to help out small businesses. We're going to do a lot of, I want to bring the businesses out. I got something that I'm working on right now with some people across the country, really. And we're going to be bringing a lot of business owners out, a lot of investors out, hitting into some communities like real estate. Cannabis is one with hemp, because everybody thinks cannabis is all marijuana, which that is a false statement. We have a thing called hemp that can actually make clothes. You can actually make wood. You can build houses with hemp. So hemp is a part of cannabis that gets overlooked because everybody looks at cannabis as just marijuana. But that's neither here nor there. We have the film and the film industry and the movie industry. I got some people that we're going to come together and do some things on that. So I'm bringing all these people and all this stuff together and do events in the major cities. When I say major cities right now, I'm looking at Miami. I'm looking at somewhere in Texas, maybe Houston or Dallas. I'm looking at Detroit. Got to go to the hometown. I'm looking at Chicago. I'm looking at D.C. I'm looking at New York. I'm looking at maybe L.A., and I got to figure out the rest of it. And a lot of it depends on budget and stuff like that, and you just move forward that way. So I'm partnering with a lot of people. I have some event planners. I got one lady, she's been working with MGM. She's done over 200 events with them. Got another lady, she's working with Singapore and China. She's an international type. And I just love partnering with people who can get the job done. And that's what we're doing. We're going to be getting people in different parts of the country, and we're going to go and allow them to run their event in their part of town, and we bringing all these people together. And I'm talking about the private yacht parties, brunch on the yachts, and hotels, and we got some people who have access to some mansions. And this is gonna be a high level. For me, it has to be classy to where we want to get the best of the cream of the crop out, because we're going to be investing as a unit, as a people. And that's one thing that's going to be so powerful when you can all come together and invest as a unit. And I know it's some investment vehicles out there right now, and I looked at a lot of them, and I'm going to be changing up the way I run mine, because I see how everyone's running theirs. I'm more on the education side. I don't just want people to put money up. I want people to learn. It's like I want to teach people how to fish, and that's the best we can do out there when we start to teach people how to fish so they can go get it themselves. Nothing wrong with that. So what I'm going to do, I do want to say that was just a snapshot, because I know 2020 is coming, y'all. I want people to, keep pushing. Keep pushing. It's hard. I already know. But if you can sit around and set out time to watch these games and go to these events and stuff like that, and you dedicate it to Sunday to watching your TV shows, you can dedicate time for your business. And you dedicate time for your business so you can make sure that your kids and your legacy can live on, and they don't have to start out at the ground floor. That's what we're doing. That's it. And if you're there, bravo Zulu, help some other people out, bring them along. Everybody won't come, and that's okay. Just keep going. Some people may come later. I want to give a big, huge shout-out to Miss Kimmy. Thank you for everything that you do. Thank you for, keeping us going. Please believe it. Thank you for keeping us going in everything that we have going on in life, everything in life. Elation Magazine, Elation Radio, and everything else that's going to be happening. And we do have the big event in November 16th in St. Louis. You better follow Elation Magazine or Elation Radio and see some information out there on it. I'm going to tell y'all right now, I'm coming off the top rope. I'm going to unload everything that I have at this event on the 16th and the 17th. We have that weekend. I'm unloading everything that I have. If I were you, I would get there. I would get there by any means. So I'm at charlesmspeaks@yahoo.com. That's CHARLES, the letter M as in Mike. Speaks, as I'm speaking to you right now, Speaks, SPEAKS, at Yahoo. I'm all over social media. Just look up Charles McCutchen, or even YouTube, Charles McCutchen, get some videos, get some content. I'm heavy on the content and taking action. We can all make excuses, but I would rather get it done and have some results. That's where I am. So I'm going to pray us out. Dear Heavenly Father, I pray to you right now to bless everyone as we're going through the trying times. I'm praying for everybody's strength, everybody's unity, and to empower people. I know people feel like everything is not coming together fast enough, and frustration sets in, and most people are going to tend to believe that it won't get better. Dear Father, let everyone know that everything happens in your time. I know you'll provide the strength everyone needs, and know that when the time is right, you're going to be right on time. Father God, you're all-knowing, and we know, and we must believe and trust in you. We get weak, but we must continue to keep the faith in trying times and ensure that we know that the manifest of your destiny, you're going to give us the glory. Everything that you set forth in our lives are going to be unleashed, but we have to do our part. I pray for everyone to gain more strength and more wisdom, so we'll know, and everyone knows this, that joy comes in the morning. In your name I pray. God bless you, everyone. Amen, amen, and amen. Y'all take it easy. Charles's Corner.
Shellcase Production.
I'm frustrated, I can't take it, he make me wanna go boom. I'm tired of seeking, I'm sick and tired, he make me wanna go boom. I clap my hands, stomp my feet, he make me wanna go boom. He make me wanna go, he make me wanna go boom. I'm frustrated, I can't take it, he make me wanna go boom. I'm tired of seeking, I'm sick and tired, he make me wanna go boom. When I clap my hands, stomp my feet, he make me wanna go boom. He make me wanna go, he make me wanna go boom. For real, religion will kill you. I know killers who kill killers and real dealers who will deal with you. Plenty of gorillas with six figures, but don't understand till they deal with it. I'm teaching the truth, I had to keep me winning. I'm dealing the vision with that religion, conditioned by the system, mentally in prison, and I'm diminishing innocence. Capability beyond limitations, my demonstration is militant. I'm a stone cold gentleman, and I'm colder than they ever been. It hurt me to set you in. My medicine come with the blessing in it. Hold on, wait a minute. Y'all go, wait a minute. The statute of limitations on my spirit is never ending, that's why I'm grinning. That's why I handle business, staying optimistic, cause the crooked system is ballistic. Sticking to the mission, cause my position is way bigger than being a Christian. There's so much hate in my residence, disrespecting my race from the president. America screwed up, she's not celebrating. African American is not my heritage. I'm frustrated, I can't take it, he make me wanna go boom. I'm tired of seeking, I'm sick and tired, he make me wanna go boom. I clap my hands, stomp my feet, he make me wanna go boom. He make me wanna go, he make me wanna go boom. I'm frustrated, I can't take it, he make me wanna go boom. I'm tired of seeking, I'm sick and tired, he make me wanna go boom. When I clap my hands, stomp my feet, he make me wanna go boom. He make me wanna go, he make me wanna go boom.
So why is you faking? You know we ain't playing. See, you was fugazi, just nothing crazy. Father, come save me. Devil, what you even talking about? Like, you was sent to lie shit about your muscle. Blood brothers together, let the world feel the boom. Yeah, it's easy outside. All I see is the doom. I'm the Jew who is you. Yeah, my swag's to the room. My ghost rider so holy, I let the spirit fill the room. I know that you know. Yeah, I know that you know. Yes, I know that you know, cause I've been told you so. The end of the days is coming, see bodies on flow. Talk about my info, yeah, like water I flow. And I pray for you pagans, I give you some more. But you gotta chill though, don't let that tea spill though. I ain't gonna lie, yeah, I tell you the truth. Father, please forgive them, for they know what they do. Put their faith in the government, took their eyes off of you.
They put their faith in the government, they took their eyes off of you.
Boom. I'm frustrated, I can't take it, he make me wanna go boom. I'm tired of seeking, I'm sick and tired, he make me wanna go boom. I clap my hands, stomp my feet, he make me wanna go boom. He make me wanna go, he make me wanna go boom. I'm frustrated, I can't take it, he make me wanna go boom. I'm tired of seeking, I'm sick and tired, he make me wanna go boom. When I clap my hands, stomp my feet, he make me wanna go boom. He make me wanna go. He make me wanna go boom.